This one is just straight up the asshole, so let's see how they're being the asshole. Am I the asshole for leaving the dry wedding early to go out? And it's already marked asshole. Alright, let's see how they were. So 2 weeks ago, I, 35 female, went to a wedding in our college town for a member of our college friend group. My husband and I left the kids with my parents and we went. We got a Barbo with another couple I went to college with for a few days. My husband and I don't have a ton of time to ourselves away from the kids, so we were excited to let loose. On the invitation, it said the wedding went to 11, with an after party with the bride and groom at the venue. The venue was a gorgeous mansion, and the bride and groom had it for the night. They were leaving the honeymoon the next morning. Cut to wedding day, and it's a dry wedding. Apparently, the groom is 2 years sober. No one told us this, and we were admittingly bummed. When we found out there was no alcohol, we told people we were going to some bars after and not going to the after party. We left the wedding at 9:30 because we were itching to go out and the wedding was boring. Pretty much the whole college crew left around that time and went out. Apparently the bride's friends group did not stay for the party. The grooms did, and the optics were very lopsided at the party. We all heard from the bride about this, and she called us assholes for leaving. She said that she didn't feel supported and felt like we were fighting her now husband for his sobriety. I told her that she was reading too much into it. We just wanted to go out. She's especially mad at me, as I'm looked at as the ringleader of this outing. I don't think I've done anything wrong. Am I the asshole? Edit. Ceremony was at 5, reception at 6. We left the wedding at 9:30. It was supposed to go until 11. I say yes. I want to say yes, the asshole. In honesty, though, prom should just be there for them. That's why you're there. Kind of the assholes, yeah. It's kind of sad because you're like, you haven't seen your friends and then you finally get a chance to sit down and talk to your friends and like, they left. They left because they called your wedding boring. That would kind of hurt. Not kind of, it would hurt. You're going to get a lot of, if you can't have fun without, then you have serious and you suck crowd, but I don't agree with the sentiment at all, but I think it misses the point entirely, so I just want to be clear that that's not why I'm voting you the asshole. I do think that couples should disclose ahead of time so that people can plan since it's the norm. But you were an asshole for this. We told people we were going to some bars and not going to the after party. We left the wedding at 9:30. You were talking shit at her wedding, and then you formed a whole group to leave her party early. That's a bad friend. Skipping her dry after party to go out would be totally fine and expected even. But to leave the wedding early and bringing a group with you, yeah, you suck super, super hard. She's trying to show her support her now husband, and she'll be supporting him like that during the whole marriage, and you couldn't even support your friend for 1.5 more hours? Life isn't about only ever doing what you want to do. You're running on a greedy algorithm, only choosing what makes you happy in the moment. Others be damned, but that's not what makes a good person. Sometimes we make us sit through long ceremonies for our siblings. Sometimes we have to go to boring art shows for our friends. Sometimes we have to participate in boring parties to celebrate the people we love. Get over it. Oh. Yeah, I see why they voted the asshole. I see why. I get it. We're followed with the not the asshole now. Let's see. Am I the asshole for banning my roommate's girlfriend for touching my raw cookie dough? I would have said no. I mean, obviously it says no. So, I mean, I'm correct. I knew. I rent a room with a lad called AJ. He's 31. He's dating Nina, 25 female. I don't mind if AJ has people over or anything, but Nina has been here a lot. I'm already annoyed because Nina always asks to borrow stuff from me. Can I borrow a pair of pants for work? I forgot mine. Do you have extra face masks, or can I borrow lotion, tampons, socks? I have always told her no. I don't make a lot, and I don't loan things. She was furious when I wouldn't give her a pad, but I use a diva cup and period underwear, and I am not sharing those. Valid. She got mad I wouldn't loan her a dress for their surprise date night. What is this? Why did she ask me? I told her if she asks again for anything of mine, then she's not allowed back in the apartment. I told her to stop acting like we are friends and don't use my stuff. Short of like medical things, band-aids, she should go buy her own stuff. This led to AJ being mad at me for making her feel unwelcome. What do you mean? What do you mean? She's like crossing boundaries. I said I don't want her around at all, and the next time it happens, I'm gonna ban her. He said she is not that bad. I ended up letting him know one more step over the line and she's gone. And if he breaks that ban, he can find a new place as he is month to month. Nina ended up being fine for a few days. I was making cookies from scratch. They come in from some date. She sees the cookie and asks the kind. I tell her chocolate chip and she comes over, sticks her finger in the dough, and takes a chunk. I got so mad and told her to get out. She's banned. I didn't care. When AJ tried to argue with me, I said I am not renewing the lease if she's not gone in 2 minutes. They left and I am now being called an asshole by friends. Am I the asshole? It is kind of, I mean, not the asshole. Yeah, not the asshole. Banning seems pretty extreme, but they keep like they keep crossing a boundary, you know? Alright, this one is, am I the asshole for wearing my friend's merch in front of my boyfriend's friends? No? What even? What even? I'll account because I have my siblings on my main. I don't want this in the family group chat yet. Haha. It might already be in the family group chat. Haha. Last weekend, my boyfriend and I went out for an outdoor excursion with his friends. It was very casual and we were all in athleisure. I brought my favorite hoodie, which happens to be from my friend's company. It has the company name on the breast of the logo on the back, just like on the breast and the logo on the back, just like one of those random merch things they give out at charity days, etc. But I love it because it's perfectly oversized and soft on the inside. One of my boyfriend's friends noticed and asked if I worked there, and I explained how I got it. This triggered a lot of questions from the group because they googled the company after I mentioned it. My boyfriend said on our way home that it was inappropriate for me to wear clothing with another guy's name on it around his friends. The company name is literally my friend's last name. It's not like a football jersey or something. And that I embarrassed him. What? I'm trying to wrap my head around it, but I can't understand what the big deal is. Everyone I've asked is on my side and says he's massively, but they're my friends. My one friend did say that while my boyfriend is being petty, I did make him look small, and while my boyfriend shouldn't have said anything, it makes sense he felt a bit awkward. What? This is the first instance of my boyfriend overreacting to something like this, so I'm trying to understand if this is a misstep by me and I'm just not noticing, because this hasn't been like him up until this point. Not the asshole! What is that? That's so weird. That's strange. Why are the friends being weird about it too? That's just, I feel like that's just all a recipe for disaster. A disaster. Am I the asshole for not attending my sister's wedding because she didn't invite my parents? I'm gonna say no. No? This could be messy. It could be messy. The family ones, I mean, these are mostly family ones. Oh, partner. I misread that. You're so right. Okay. Am I the asshole for not attending my sister's wedding because she didn't invite my partner? Then yes. I changed my answer. So my 29 female sister, 27 female, is getting married in a few months. We've always had a decent relationship, but we've never been super close. I've been with my partner, 31 male, for 4 years now, and we live together. My family knows him well, and he's come to many family gatherings over the years. When I received my wedding invitation, I noticed that it was only addressed to me. I asked my sister if my partner's invitation was lost in the mail, and she said that she didn't invite him because she wanted a small, intimate wedding with just close family and friends. I pointed out that my partner is practically family and that other relatives are bringing their significant others. She replied that it was her wedding and she gets to choose who attends. I was hurt by this and told her that if my partner isn't welcome, then I won't be attending either. She got upset, saying I'm being selfish and that I'm putting my relationship over our family. My parents think I should just go to keep the peace, but I feel strongly about standing up for my partner in our relationship. Am I the asshole for refusing to go to my sister's wedding if my partner isn't invited? I don't know. It could be like deep. It could be deep. I feel like the partner should be understanding too I mean, you should go to your sister's wedding. You should. I would try to dig into why sister doesn't like your partner. It feels like more than just with a small intimate wedding. Like, what did he do to her? That's what I'm wondering. That's kind of what I'm wondering too. I'm like, is there something suspicious going on here? These are cousins. Their significant others are attending, and most of them are in relationships but not married. I feel like there's like some missing information. I feel like we're not getting the whole picture here. So it's kind of just generally, I don't know. I think it just ends up leaning towards like, what are you, like, there's so many things that could be the case. Or it could be one of those where the family just doesn't like the partner for like an undisclosed reason, or it could be like a myriad of reasons for one way or the other. I just feel like there's some context being missed here. I do think, like, what did he do? My two is like one of the first thoughts, but I'm also just like, why? Like, why? I just feel like there's just not enough information. I guess based on this, I'm gonna say yes. Alright, this one is, am I the asshole for taking back my offer to help my son without housing? Yes? I'm gonna say yes. But who knows? That's like my first reaction. But, I mean, there could be the case of, like, he did something, like, pretty shitty that was, like, or going against something. I don't know. There could be, like, a condition or something. My son and his family are struggling. It's hard out there, I know. He came to me to see if I could help him with rent for a few months. I said that I would, and I did. I gave him $2,000. That was 2/3 of his rent for 2 months. It was a gift. I didn't expect it back. I thought about my granddaughter growing up in that little apartment, and I started looking around without talking to him first. That was 100% my own fault, yes. I found a townhouse for a reasonable price. If I put down a huge down payment, then I could let my son and his family move in here. It would only cost $850 a month for the mortgage and property taxes. Okay, it could, okay. It was close to my granddaughter's school and only 5 blocks from their current apartment. I took my son and daughter-in-law to see it and told them about my idea. They could live there and get a much better home for their family for just a little over half their current. That could give them an opportunity to save up, pay down bills, whatever, you know. They said it was a very generous gift. I corrected them. I was buying the house by making money from my retirement account. I would need it back. They got really mad and they would be paying a mortgage and not getting equity on the property. It has devolved into a big fight. I no longer wish to participate, and so I told the agent to let it go. My agent called me because my son had asked her to take him to see it again, and she was confused because I said I was no longer interested. It was already pending for another buyer. Now my son is upset with me for taking away a house with a front yard from his daughter. It seems like no matter what I do, I have done something wrong. Am I the asshole? No. I'm gonna say no. I mean, it was good to have that, but I mean, I feel like it was a missed opportunity, so, I mean, I'm gonna say no. That was weird. He should have, like, if they were fighting and stuff like that. I mean, it was a good spot, but, I mean, you were having an argument, and that was a pretty good house. I'm sure it was quite a deal if they'd already found another buyer. And he also let them know straight up, like, it would help them get their bills back together or, like, pay off some stuff.